of the Psychic News Network. I'm still in this location because the apartment's not ready yet, just in case you were wondering. It's not quite cleaned up yet. I was just on YouTube, and Hal Sparks, I gotta give this guy credit. He's on frequently, and he's listening to a Hal Sparks. You guys ever listen to Hal Sparks? I don't that often, but there's a Trump rally going on, and he's listening to that and commenting on it. Hal Sparks is funny. I like to give a shout out to the YouTubers that are doing a great job of helping us through these times. So how are you doing? Happy May Day. It is May Day. We are on our way. We are just galloping right into spring. Later spring. Hello from Maine, Jackie. Hello from Massachusetts. So yeah, today I was looking at the new space. I'm getting ready to move in. It's just needs to be, things need to be done, like painting. So I'll still be here on Friday, and on Monday I'll be at the new location. All right, because the internet needs to get set up there too. So a little bit of a delay, but the change is happening. Change in location. There is a lot going on as usual, and I need to read you something. You must talk amongst yourselves so I can get my glasses. Sorry, I always do this. Say hello to one another. Take the opportunity to say hi. Alright, well, I'm plumb out of luck. But anyway, hi! I sent out an email today to the people who are on the Grassroots of Democracy list. I sent out, I might be able to read without my glasses. I sent this out because it was kind of important, very important, that we all know about it. I gotta keep better track of things. And here's what I want to tell you. Hang on. Let's see. How are you doing? Let me know how you're all doing. Yeah, we're going to talk about what's going on in Washington State. We were talking about Kristi Noem the other day. If you're on the Grassroots of Democracy email list, you received an email today that had an excerpt from Time Magazine's interview with Donald Trump. It's something that, next time on Friday, it's something that I'm going to read to you. If you find it, if you get Time Magazine, I don't know a lot of people that still get Time Magazine. It's absolutely a vote for Donald Trump if he in fact ends up being the candidate, which I still, Jackie's saying the interview is scary as you know what. We are in the twilight zone. It's going to get weirder. But the interview with Donald Trump in Time Magazine needs to be read by everybody, and it needs to be taken seriously. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for Vladimir Putin. That's not what the article said, but I'm telling you right here and right now. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote for Vladimir Putin. That's what I'm saying. Now, I know that somebody is just mentioning, from Canada, obviously, Justice Warrior Wacko Trudeau must go. That is like so much less intense than what we're facing in the United States. But I thank you for being here. And it's not that we don't care about Justin Trudeau. We have a madman on the loose with Donald Trump. We have an absolute madman on the loose with Donald Trump. It is terrifying. And I'm not saying it's terrifying because he's going to get into the White House. I'm saying what's terrifying actually is how much the mainstream media is not having sirens blaring and bullhorns and where, emergency, flashing red lights. That's what's terrifying to me. Yeah, Cheryl saying Trudeau is a saint compared to Trump. We have so much to think about in our country right now. I'm really grateful for the Canadians that are here. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying by comparison, we have somebody who is a puppet for Vladimir Putin, who's being taken seriously as a candidate. And the MSNBC Trump apologists make you crazy. Are you talking about the afternoon people? Anyway, I just want to speak to that. I think we need to never forget that a presidential campaign used to be, let's all just think about what a presidential campaign used to be. And welcome to all the Canadians, by the way, and all of the rest of us. Yeah, Katie Tour apologizes for the loser constantly. Write to MSNBC. Just keep writing to MSNBC. Trudeau is a puppet for China and for Trump, Russia. We'll get to the cards in a moment. They'd rather be mad at Biden that he doesn't give them a sit-down interview. Yeah, well, meanwhile, Trump is Hitler. Exactly. I unsubscribed from the New York Times because of them treating Trump like he was a viable candidate and not covering the real news. Canadians always bring balance, Damon. Shout out to the Canadians. So, he wants to round up 11 million people into camps. He wants to track women's periods so that if they are deemed to be, found to be pregnant, that they can be prosecuted. He wants to completely gut our entire government. Completely gut the entire government. He wants people that he doesn't deem loyal enough to him to be assassinated. He's running on retribution. He's running on rage. He's a sociopath, malignant narcissist who's losing his mind. If you're just joining us, he wants to do away with birthright. Well, he wants to do away with women's rights completely. And I know Rose is saying I don't subscribe to any newspapers. However, people scare me when they start saying stuff like that. I'm glad that you're here because we're talking about it. But I hope that you're not saying that you decided to not pay attention because that's giving into temptation. Because we are tempted to just, I can't deal, right? And that's how fascism gets in. So I encourage you to listen to Kathy Beale, the shows that she and I do on Spirit Talk Podcast, because it goes over the astrology of the loser and all the nefarious characters. You didn't miss anything really, Thomas, except me being very serious about what we're facing right now with a wannabe fascist dictator who does not, he's a pig, that's for sure, who does not want anything to do with democracy and doesn't want any of us to really survive, really. And also he said that he wants to just completely eliminate a pandemic department. He wants to sick the National Guard on, just send the National Guard to cities to do whatever they must. So, and Darren's saying, why doesn't the judge order a psychiatrist for a workup? I mean, I don't think judges do that. And I think that that's pretty glaringly obvious what's going on. Yeah, whatever happens in the U.S. always affects Canada. Justice Warrior, don't get me wrong. I want you to understand that I'm grateful that you're here. I was just talking about how frightening it is that we have an absolute monster madman who's still being highlighted on the news. Yeah, it's so beyond sanity. The only thing we can really do, and there's many things that we can do, but I just mean in a general sense, is have more and more and more and more people saying, hell to the no! Really. Consistently pounding away, you are not taking our democracy, you're not taking our democracy, you're not taking our democracy. I mean, my song about January 6th, the chorus says, we're taking back democracy and we won't be backing down. And I do need to get that finished up and out there more. So, we're going to take a look at some cards. We're going to ask some questions. I've heard some ridiculous things like Trump at a rally. I just caught a couple snippets of it on Hal Sparks. And Trump literally said this. He literally is saying this crap at a rally. I'm for women. He's saying he's for women. He's in Michigan, and he's saying he's already broken the gag order, Angela, just in case you're wondering. Either I think he was in Wisconsin, now he's in Michigan. He's already broken it. Justice Warrior wants Trump in jail. Well, there's an interesting thing happening, which is that the fairness of the judicial system, I say that with, an eyeball roll, the fairness of the judicial system in terms of not being overly, there's nothing, in other words, there's nothing they can point to and say, oh, the judge is so unfair, unless they're just lying. Right? So send him gold paint for his toilet. He broke the gag order already. Yeah, he's a misogynist. I know that it's hard to talk to people about it when you just want to go about your life, but you know what? It's getting late in the game and we really have to. Meanwhile, Marjorie Trader Green, I'm telling you, she's lost the plot. Marjorie Trader Green has lost the plot. Thank you, Cheryl, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. I've resigned myself to the fact that my number of views is just... The universe is protecting me from having more views, apparently. But if you subscribe and hit the thumbs up, that's really helpful to me, so thank you. You can't make this stuff up. You're absolutely right, Warren. I mean, it used to be that a presidential candidate would be appealing to people, letting people know that they were competent, that they were capable, that they were informed, and they were open to listening to other people. And a presidential candidate used to want to present as a friend of the people, as one of them. A presidential candidate used to appeal to the better good, to the highest good. Cats against Trump. It's funny. Marjorie Trader Green. What is the meaning See, now I can't really see it because I don't have my glasses and I can't find them. What is the meaning of this? Can somebody tell me what this is? Because I'm not really sure. Pelosi told off the MSNBC apologist anchor, Katie Tur. Look! Oh, this is a t-shirt. This is Cats Against Trump. What? Can somebody help me out? We're having a discussion here. That's what we do. We get together to talk. I know. I understand what it means, what it's an acronym for. I know what it's an acronym for. Of course, you know me. I'm going to look up everything. Make ugly great again. They've totally lost the plot. They don't even know what they're talking about. So, see if you can follow the thread. Yeah. I don't know if it's a Yeti. I don't know what I mean, it kind of looks like the abominable snowman from Rudolph, right? What the heck? I don't know. So Marge is out there, and I don't know if you heard any of this clip about her needing to oust MAGA Mike, and she's got that moron Massey and Gosar. She's got two other advocates for removing MAGA Mike. MAGA Mike Johnson had a come to Jesus moment, like the real Jesus, and decided that our national security is kind of important, that we don't want to be blown up, right? And so he said, okay to Ukraine, bringing that to the floor. Dad joke. I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he even laughs. Dad joke. I'm so good at sleeping, I can do it with my eyes closed. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell that to my dad. That he's famous for that. I mean, he's 90, but he's been famous for that his whole life. Marjorie Trader Greene today threatening to oust MAGA Mike, who did the right thing, and that the least that he could do. Two blood cells fell in love, but it was all in vain. Oh, we just hit 200. We need a group hug. MAGA Mike had the audacity to actually think it might be a good idea to save our democracy, by helping our allies who are being pummeled by fascism, right? How could he? How could MAGA Mike do that? And Marjorie Trader Greene today, I don't know if you saw any of it, but man, her voice. Jackie is here for Thomas's dad jokes. I'm telling you, Thomas. This morning I was wondering if you researched them during the day, and we should really tip you. That woman's voice. Oh my God. Democracy is under attack by the WEF. The WEF? The World Economic Federation? Is that what that stands for? Yeah, Marge, she looks like a screaming banshee. No, we didn't do the hug yet. You know how I get. I get all like absorbed. She was screeching today. And I don't pick up very much as far as her feeling comfortable in her position or stable in her position. The flat nasal accent just drives me up a wall. MAGA Mike, he's a Democrat. He's hugging Hakeem Jeffries. Oh man, it's so annoying. I can't even do it. All right. Ukraine destroyed a training center and an ammo depot nearby today. Good. Yeah, Marjorie Trader Greene's voice is like scratching a chalkboard. That is so true. Let's do a group hug. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for all of you who donate. Thank you for those of you who send me donations. It's making a difference. I have to do this move, and I'm able to hire a moving company. It's making a difference. As you can see, my number of views just doesn't seem to budge. but my subscribers have gone up. So I really appreciate everything that you do for me. It means so much. Let's do a group hug about people coming together in a huge wave. Okay, group hug. Awesome. Thank you. Are you saying, thank you, Zircon. What's green and pear-shaped? A pear. Excuse me. We're all in this together. Are you calling Marge Potato Man? I'm not going to say anything about that, but except that I can see how you would say that. Another annoying voice is the Trump's attorney. Yeah, in front of the Supreme Court. Sour. That man's voice. Trump's lawyer, Sauer, who was attempting to convince the Supreme Court last week that Trump should be immune from assassinating his political opponent. You're making me gag with the bad jokes. There's something real evil in that voice. I just feel like there's something very not right in his voice. He has trouble. He sounds like a broken board. What's a broken board? Does he have throat cancer? I don't know. But Robert Kennedy has the same thing going on. It makes you wonder. It's beyond raspy. We're reading on Marge. We're reading on Marge right now. Oh, yeah, I just found my glasses. Yep, yippee, I just found my glasses. At least they weren't on my head. You would have told me. I know you would have. No, it's not Parkinson's. I'm not sure what's wrong with, is it John Sauer's voice? I'm pulling 3 cards. Robert Kennedy has a hereditary disorder. It's so interesting. Rose had it too. Symphatic dystonia. So it must be that that lawyer Sauer has that too. 3 cards about the Marge. Actually, let's think about how this... I've already read on that she's not going to be able to oust MAGA Mike. He sounds like Rose Kennedy. I don't know what Rose Kennedy sounded like. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Is Warren telling dad jokes? I hope you all know that it's barely impossible for me to follow the entire chat. I do my best. Don't ever think I'm ignoring you. I'm feeling like, you know, Jen is saying they've been possessed by evil entities. Some of them have in a certain way. Dad joke, what's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. Attire. Hakeem says he will save MAGA. Well, here's the thing. The reason that Moscow Marge is so angry is that the Democrats have already decided that they'll help MAGA Mike to not lose his position if he helps this country. Thomas is saying, I don't know why Hakeem will save him. I just said it. Hakeem will save MAGA Mike's position in an attempt to save our country. I mean, and I know that we all know that MAGA Mike is kind of a fool, but it's what we have to work with right now. We don't like it, but at least he okayed bringing the bill to the floor, and we got the aid to Ukraine. We don't want what happened in World War II. It keeps stability and national security. I hope you all realize that. Let's see her fate. Well, I'm actually seeing that she makes the Democrats' position stronger. Make it good. She makes the Democrats' position stronger. I don't know how, but I have growth, commencement, and fortune. I don't know how she does it. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, but what Marge is doing makes the Democrats stronger, which I think is very interesting. Let me ask the guys, well, what do you mean by that? How does she make the Democrats stronger? As much as they go for the memes, as much as, you know, like the MAGAs, as much as they go for the memes and like I just showed you, the MAGA, I don't think that MAGA thing is going to really help her case for Putin. Now that the budgets have been passed and the funding has been provided for our allies, if Marge is able to send the House into chaos, it will only create grave to the House of Representatives. I'm not really sure I read that properly. Is there only 1 to 2 vote? I think we might be down to a 1 vote majority. Does anybody know? Okay, because Moscow, I'm trying to decipher my own reading on this. Because Moscow Marge is pushing to the center right to the pushing the center right to the Dem side. Okay. Because Dems are working with moderates. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've told you for a long time that I felt like the Democrats would take over the House in the early part of this year. Well, it's getting close to the middle. Let's take a pendulum check. Another guy left. Another Republican left. Who was it? That's okay. There's a 1 vote. They only have the majority by 1 vote because there was a win in New York, the district in New York. Whoa! David is saying she makes them stronger because her actions show that she supports anarchy. The Dems don't. I'm right with you, Damon. That's the feeling that I have about this. Dad joke. I don't want to miss it. Why can't you use beef stew as a password? Because it's not strong enough. Strong enough. Will the Democrats have the majority in the House? It's going straight to yes. I didn't even give it a time frame. Yes. Yes. A Democrat died today from New Jersey. I did not hear that. You wish a reporter would just ask her if she's ever received Russian dark money. Just ask the psychic. Crystal Blue Persuasion? Yes. To put it bluntly, yes. A Democrat died last week. Have to have a special election in New Jersey. Who was it? Yes, I've been saying the Democrats. Who are you listening to that is saying the Republicans will have the House next year? What other psychic are you listening to, Electra Storm, that said that? You don't have to tell me. I'm just asking you to reflect on like, okay, I'll read on it. Pray for the Senate too. Joan wants me to ask about the Senate with Dem majority. I don't understand the question. He died last week and the service was today. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Let's read on the Democrats. We're using the Voyager deck. I like to switch it up. She's good but not always right. Yeah, I'm nothing against. I mean, it's. I didn't move yet. Can't you tell? Somebody's asking me how my move went. I'm not moved yet. It's been delayed by a few days because things aren't finished. It hasn't been. The carpets haven't been cleaned yet, and the apartment was cleaned today, but not the carpets. You just noticed. The internet will be set up by Monday, so I can at least do my live stream from there. I will be doing that. So on Monday, I'll be at a new location. All right, we're going to read on the Democrats. Was it a Republican tarot reader? Like I said, don't tell me who it is. I don't need to know. Representative Donald Payne Jr. died at age 65. Well, that's sad. Aw, thank you, Kitty Holler. Kitty Holler's just here for the dad jokes. That's great. And the group hugs too, right? And thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. Democrats. Fortune. Fortune. That's what I was just looking at. Time, space. This is like the world card. Fulfillment. Yes, the Democrats are going to take back the House. Yes, the Democrats are going to take back the House. Kitty Holler, stay. Stay for the dad jokes. Tell your friends. Yes. All right. The Democrats are taking back the House. On Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. Yes, if I'm going to change anything, let me just tell you about my live streams. If I'm going to change anything, I will tell you ahead of time. And if all of a sudden I drop off the face of the earth, seemingly, it's just a tech issue. I promise. I've had a lot of those. All right. Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Yes, this is a great deck. The Voyager Tarot. Great deck. Will Dems have the majority? Oh, thank you, Joan, for clarifying your question. Will Dems have the majority in the Senate? I do feel that. No, you won't get in a deep depression. Kitty Holler, if you ever feel compelled, you should just give me a call. Cheryl, thank you. You're so sweet. Wildflower Wind is saying, hopefully my tech issues will work. Yeah, it should work. I'm going into the business district down the street, so the Wi-Fi should be good down there. Should be way better. All right. Yeah, you're not supposed to tell me who the tarot reader was that's getting different answers. I do feel the Dems will take back the Senate. I do. I do. It will be a supermajority. Yes. Yeah. We all have to activate. Dad joke. Atheism is a non-profit organization. PROPHET. I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, where I am is zoned for business, and it's just going to continue to be that way. Washington State. Good God in heaven. What the heck is going on? Do we have any Washington State people here tonight? Because it's time to activate in Washington State. I have not... I'm in the business district now, actually. I have not heard from anybody who's heard about... Well, Rachel Maddow covered it. I don't watch Rachel Maddow because she freaks me out too much. But I did see a clip of the Washington State GOP. I don't know what kind of... Write down the dad jokes. I don't know what kind of meeting it was for the GOP. Okay, Tweet Scotchy, you're in Washington State? You must have seen this. Hello to Scotland. What happened in Washington State? I only saw a clip of it, so I need to look into it further. But there was a GOP meeting in Washington State. This is not the first time we've heard this. Rose is saying the eastern side of Washington State is more red, more Republican. This is fascism. Okay. This is the second time I've heard this. We don't, believe me, this isn't coming from me, I'm just quoting. We don't want to be a democracy. They're literally saying it. At least they're telling us who they are. Literally saying, Dale, did you hear about this here in Washington? saying over and over, democracy is a problem. They're saying over and over, we do not want to be a democracy. We want to throw democracy out. WTF? Like these people that say they think that a dictatorship would be good. I know, it was sickening. They don't want to be a democracy. I'm glad I brought it up because I'm getting all these what's. Check it out. Washington State. I'm going to pull 3 cards about that. Cheryl's saying that's just crazy talk, but why is this crazy talk happening? We don't want the citizens to vote for senators or state representatives. We don't want democracy. That's what they're saying. Have we just gone too far overboard as a country that we forgot that it's nice to live the way that we want to live? Then move to Russia. You know what I was thinking about today? Is that family from Canada, all you Canadians here in the chat tonight, that's what they said, Cheryl Clark. We don't want to be a democracy. They were acting like it was fascism. Do they not know? Do they not know? Inslee isn't running again? They're trying to get a Republican in there. If you're not angry and a little freaked out or a lot freaked out, you're not paying attention. Oh, so the family, they got sent back home? There was a family, hang on, dad joke first. A duck walks into a bar and buys everyone around. He tells the bartender, put it on my bill. You know, Thomas, people tell me I keep them sane, which I take as a huge compliment. It keeps me coming back, among other things. But you keep us sane, and thank you. I much appreciate it. Very much. So there was a family that had a farm in Canada. I don't know what part of Canada. Canada's a big country. And they decided they didn't like the whole LGBTQ thing, meaning like you know, accepting their fellow brothers and sisters and trans people and whatever. So they decided to pack up their entire family, literally sell the farm, and go to Russia. And the Russian Federation, they put their money in a bank, and Russia, they stole all of their money. Get involved. Thomas is our dad joke spirit animal. I love that, Catherine. Anywho, Washington State. Oh, they're still in Russia. Somebody said they came home. Russia took their money. They thought that it would be better. They had this delusional idea in their mind that Canada, that a democracy, was not going to be good for them. So they moved to like a fascist dictatorship. And that oligarchy dictatorship, Putin-led craziness, stole all their money. 8 kids, I think. And I'm mentioning this because there are people in this country that are saying they're vehemently opposed to democracy. What? I'm not sure if that family was able to come back. I'm getting mixed messages. See, and here's the thing. Nobody knows what happened to them. Nobody knows what happened to them. And I want to bring up a few things from the past that, you know, the loser was up to when he was in office. And one was that during the Black Lives Matter protests, there were vans showing up with people with dark clothes and dark masks, and they were whisking the protesters, innocent protesters, away into vans. That's fascism. Yeah, so we don't know the story of what happened to that family, because they hide things. Like I always I always like to remind people, just for perspective, that we never hear any news out of North Korea. And who knows, the Russian, they might have taken the children. We don't know. And countries like that, they can just steal you. I'm reading on Washington State. They're very delusional. That family was very delusional. They posted a video. What was that family's name? The Canadians that thought they'd do better in Russia than in a democracy. They probably were shipped to Siberia. See, nobody knows. I rest my case. Washington State. I actually think the Democrats in Washington State are going to rise up. I have the aspiration and the achiever. There's a lot of Democrats. Everybody should be fighting this in Washington State. Mary Hall Summers, you're in Washington State. There's no excuse for not standing up for democracy now. Thank you, Kitty Holler. Hope is all we have right now, but I want to add to that, it's not all we have. We have each other activating. You have to research all the candidates that are Republicans that are disguising themselves as Democrats. Yes, be aware of deception. It looks like the Democrats in Washington State are going to step it up. First, they need to this is the Two of Cups, which is, it feels like the Democrats in Washington State are going to rise up. But there's a little bit of a lag time where they have to kind of alert the others of what's going on. What are these people thinking? Are they that uninformed or stupid or angry or all of the above? Because there's a type of anger that turns into directing the anger towards punishing and damaging oneself. Hang on a second. I have a wobbly stand here. So I was talking about during the Black Lives Matter protests, people were just disappearing because these vans were showing up. The ice cream truck just passed your house with its music. Oh, okay. Spring is coming. We could definitely use some more sunshine here. Okay. I'm going to do a reading. Should I take out the nefarious cards? Hang on a second. No, we'll read these. I'm going to do a reading on Jesse Waters at Fox. Yeah, if you're in Washington State, you need to rise up. Seriously, we will help you. Come to Grassroots of Democracy. The reason I'm reading on Jesse Waters on Fox is because he's off the freaking rails. Can I just say... Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters on Fox. Trump is a tough guy. Yeah, Trump is tough and he's strong and he's unbeatable and he's like macho man Trump. One day. And then Jesse Waters hears that Trump is cold. The court is cold. Jesse Waters is a BS artist. He's not very good at it. Yes, the Supreme Court is nuts too. He's trying to be like Tucker, and he's not good at it. He's not good at this crazy, crazy thing that he does, where he's actually now, where Trump was supposed to be so strong and so macho and so nothing can faze him, kind of. So Jesse Waters is out there on Fox saying he's an old man. He's old and he needs to be comfortable. And it's like they're talking about him like he's at Gitmo or something. You know what? And I heard Karen Agnifilo talking about, when they were talking about the courthouses in New York, she really, as far as the temperature in the courthouse, she really, Karen kind of nailed it, because she said it's a funny time of year. Because, like, and I'm in an old building here. I'm in a really old building here. And during this time of year, the heat gets cut off, right? Because it's not that cold out, really, so you don't need to crank the heat. But the building itself is pretty cold, so you end up putting on a little space heater or putting on a blanket. It's cold. So what? Yeah, remember the other night we were talking about somebody needs to knit him a blankie? They say it's hot in hell. Trump should go there. Good one. But we have a dad joke. Did you hear about the red and blue ships that collided? All the sailors were marooned. I think Thomas gets up and does research on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for dad jokes. I love it. You're sure that Trump could afford a space heater? I mean, let's not. Yeah, have your church knit him a blanket. I love it. I have an even better idea. If anybody quilts, if you have it like a group, if you do a, oh my gosh, my imagination's going crazy. If you make Trump a quilt and send it to him, think about the different things you could write on the patches of the quilt and send it to him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You think he has circulation problems? You know what I say to that? Who cares? Right, Cheryl? He gets up at these rallies and he doesn't say anything about helping the American people. A quilt with intention as well. I agree. Put a magic spell on the quilt. He doesn't say anything, and he's up there at these so-called rallies campaigning, and it's not campaigning. It's actually just craziness. Paula, I haven't moved yet. They're still cleaning up the apartment. There's things that got delayed. By Monday, I'll be broadcasting from there. I guess you just showed up. Did I hear that Melania doesn't want Trump at there? Yeah, and how about this one? Oh, I can't go to my son's graduation. The judge is keeping me from going to my son's graduation, which he never did. He never said. He said, we'll see. You're going to make a quilt with poop emojis? Never said that. So Barron's graduation day, I guess it's right around the corner. And Judge Marchand said, yeah, go ahead. Go to his graduation. And now he has to go. Maybe he'll give the speech. He did say something. He already violated the gag order. I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Oh, the graduation is Friday evening. I'm actually gonna pull 3 cards about. I'm gonna ask the pendulum first. He has to go. I mean, I don't know how he could not go. Barron objects. Mary Lo, what's been all over the news there? Oh, in Washington? Oh, good. I do get that. Is Trump going to the graduation? I get a no. I get a no. Kind of a strong no. I'm going to pull 3 cards about that, like with the energy of that situation. I don't think he ever even talks to Barron. I'm not saying he's estranged from Barron, but I don't think he ever really talks to Barron. 3 cards about that. Oh my gosh, where has the time gone? I'm in a time warp. Contempt charge if he doesn't show up. Is that true? Can Barron file an appeal? That's good. That's funny. Devil's play. The pendulum said he's not going to... I'm reading on that whole scenario around Trump and Barron's graduation that he said to everybody that, oh, this judge is so mean. He's not going to let me go to Barron's graduation. I've been looking forward to this for the longest time, and I got to know he's not going, and I got the devil card. He should be in a big bubble already. He should be in a big prison. Barron doesn't trust him. Well, why would he? Trump will say he's too sick to go to graduation. Has he ever used being sick as an excuse for anything? Not sure. Well, he did get COVID really bad. Maybe it's a toss-up between a rally and Barron. Is that it? Because it's saying that he's not going to go. Devil's play is here. Barron doesn't trust him. I have the trust card. And when you think of it, why would he trust his dad? His dad just threw him under the bus, along with Melania, who he wished to... You cannot make this shit up, honestly. He's at court on Melania's birthday. It was last week. He's at court. Or was it Monday? And he says... Yeah, Trump talks about how tall Barron is all the time. He's at court, and he says happy birthday to Melania from the courthouse where he's on trial for paying off a porn star to interfere with the election. And there's 2 porn stars there that he had affairs with, or, a one-night stand with Stormy. And he's saying happy birthday to Melania from the courthouse. Can't make it up, I'm telling you. The seer card is indicating to me that it's going to tell us a whole lot more. Not only is it going to tell us a whole lot more, it's so romantic. You can't make this up. You can't. It's like, are we in an idiocracy? The seer card means it's going to give us a lot more, and the jurors, a lot more insight into what he's all about. And maybe Barron's classmates would boo him. McDougal was a Playboy pinup model. Or, well, somebody who was into, nakedness. So, not that there's anything wrong with that. Eric Trump showed up at court for him this weekend. Well, I think Eric Trump was trying to save face, because he's always going, my father, my father, my father. Like they have this big bond. There's no bottom with this guy. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Dad joke, what comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? The letter M. All right. I cannot believe it's almost been an hour. Since it's Beltane, we need a fairy. Let's take a little break. Is Melania living in New York? I don't think so. Ken Paxton showed up too. Hey, Kathy. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Kathy Beal is in the house. She's our resident astrologer. We will only do a show if she signs up 2 astrology readings. So, and the show would be, because my internet's supposed to be set up on Monday. Oh, I've already changed the calendar. I have it more together than I thought. The show will be on Tuesday at 4 Eastern Time, live stream, provided Kathy Beal gets a couple of astrology readings. We don't get paid for this. We attract business. Oh, thank you so much. I do need support. and I am getting support, and I appreciate the support, and I needed more support. We're good for next show. She got the readings. Yay! Good job. Don't get me wrong. I totally appreciate you guys. Like, you have no idea how much. You just don't know. When I move to my new location, I'll probably be doing some business there too. I'm going to pull a Fae card. I'll never leave you. Why would I leave you? I promise I'll never leave you. Unless I have to. Forest Fae. This is for us. It's an Idiocracy. There's a movie called Idiocracy. It's from the 80s, I think. You gotta watch Idiocracy. It was like a premonition. Let's see what the Fae have. Angela, did you ask me if Hunter would win his lawsuit against Fox the other night? Because about 4 people asked me that, and I answered it then, and he will win. I didn't read on Jesse Waters yet. I was just complaining about Jesse Waters, but I'm going to read on Jesse Waters. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. Did I hear if Trump will be moving? What do you mean moving? Hey, Lisa, how you doing? What do you mean? What do you mean moving? Moving from his residence? I don't know. The Autumn Fae. Trump Tower has turned into a dump. I'm not surprised. Just so you all know, I do see his demise. However, we need to participate in his demise. Yeah, I don't know if he's moving. You mean moving out of Mar-a-Lago? Not to New York, no. Gosh, did you hear them in New York? The protesters, they were like, "We hate you! We hate you!" Hi, Catherine Bush. The Fae card. I want you to know that this is for all of you. Yeah, they were yelling New York hates you. This is for you. Go slowly and listen closely for the words of the tree spirits. Go hug a tree. This is for you personally. Thank you, Warren. Hurricane season is going to be rough. Thank you, Catherine. The Autumn Fae. Go slowly and listen closely for the words of the tree spirits. If you can hug a tree every day. Thank you, JMB. You know, my guides tell me often, I just need to ask. It literally pays off to ask. I'm going to read on, thank you, Carol. It helps me with the move. It makes it a lot easier when you can hire a moving company, that's for sure. Even if it's just for a few things. Jesse Waters. Who's Marilyn Mobley? I don't know. You have to tell me. Happy Beltane. Some of you are back, and I haven't seen you in a while, and I just want to let you know. If you got a reading a long time ago and you haven't gotten a reading in a long time, I'm kind of curious to catch up with you. So maybe book a reading. Jesse Waters' fate on Fox. So he was talking about Trump being cold and they're treating him so unfairly, and then they went all on and on and on about they won't let him go to his own son's graduation, and now they're like eating their words because they can't say that they. I don't know. Are they gonna pretend that Trump was kept from going to Barron's graduation? Beltane, not Beltrain. Beltane. It's a pagan thing. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. So much. Here's a bell for all of you. You've canceled your next birthday. You can't cancel your birthday. Come on. You can hide your age from people, but you can't cancel your birthday. It's a special time. Get an astrology reading on your birthday from Kathy Beal. Jesse Waters' fate, he's going to be smacked down by his mom. That's probably true. All right. There's more news in the chat. Read up. Jesse Waters, I have the death card. I don't think he's going to stay at Fox. That's okay. Fast texting. You. Sometimes people say the strangest things that don't make any sense, and it's just typos. Jesse Waters, his time at Fox is really... They're counting the days. Jesse Waters would do better in a different medium. So then I see a clip on Newsmax. Speaking of fake news. Then I see a clip. Thank you for the donation. On Newsmax, I see a clip. They're just grasping at straws, I'm telling you. Showing that Joe Biden was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and he was having dinner. and he was, this person on Newsmax was making this big deal out of how Biden was eating his salad. Yeah, as far as Jesse Waters, I think maybe his mom will have a big talk with him because he's not staying at Fox. I do not get that. Remember, we predicted Tucker not staying at Fox too. Me and the guys. You were here. You consider your gray silver hair wisdom glitter. I like that. I never heard that before. The salad thing, right? They were making a big deal out of how Joe Biden ate his salad. And you know what? It's so stupid. I can't even believe I'm talking about it. I was thinking about how I might be eating a salad if somebody's talking to me at a huge dinner. Right? Oh, it must have been Midas Touch. Glad he was eating a salad. Yeah, and then someone said at least he was eating a salad. They made fun of Biden eating a salad because they thought he should eat his salad faster. Can you say Obama's tan suit? What? What? The weatherman was kicked off ABC News? I don't know who Rob Marciano is. Why did they kick him off? Yeah, it looks like Jesse Waters is not going to stay there because I have a synergy card, which means he's going to find, more inviting waters somewhere else. And I have also synthesis. Yeah, synthesis and synergy. He's going to get to a point where he doesn't really. He's doing a bad job on Fox. I mean, he's a bad liar. Isn't that pathetic? You have to be able to lie better. Jessica Tarlov, who we really love because she's the one that Fox has on, so the lawsuits won't be as high. to call out the BS. They have somebody, because she's on maternity leave, Jessica Tarlov. I think she's on maternity leave now. She's having a baby. Yeah, or Michelle's bare arms. They complained about Michelle's bare arms. But there's a blonde girl, a woman, who is kind of filling in for Jessica, and she's doing a great job too. Unbelievable. Yes, I love all the support. Thank you so much. So much. How much will Hunter get from Fox? Yeah, I don't know how much he's asking for. But I feel like it will just fall short of whatever, just a little bit short of what he's asking for. He'll win. It's just too much evidence. And let's thank God that we have a judicial system and that we live in a democracy. Yeah, he'll get it. He will get enough. All right. I didn't know it was so late. Did we have to read on one other thing? Let's see. Actually, there's so much to read on. Sometimes I get like flabbergasted a little bit. Christy Nome. I'm going to actually read on the... I think that Christy Nome is going to take a hit from murdering her puppy. Fox has already taken down some of Hunter's stories. So we read on Christy Nome on Monday. That's a really hard thing. I think that's affected us all. That she's that much of a sociopath. Kathy Beale has a question. Shoot. Not a puppy. Shoot the question. Go on now. No, Christy Nome, she's definitely losing support from that whole fiasco. I'm going to pull 3 cards on how her book is going to do. Kathy has a question, but she didn't ask the question. Do you want me to psychically figure out what it is? Is that what you're doing? Trump's contempt order has violated his other gag orders. Well, yeah, and Lisa took her question away. Will there be consequences? I see more fines. I see some very harsh warnings. There's a particular reason why Judge Mershon is not putting him in jail. And I'm not convinced he won't put him in jail for a day. Kristi Noem's book is called Firestarter. Yeah, it's not going to do very well. I do see consequences. I do see possibly, like, there's a jail cell in the courthouse building. Let me, will the Senate bill letting anyone join Medicare go through? I think so. Oh, you mean in D.C.? Oh, okay, okay. So, the gag order from Judge Chutkan, we kind of like, she's in the back of our minds now. We kind of forgot about her. Will Judge Chutkan have Trump put in jail for, I keep getting yes to jail. And that's kind of a strong yes. I keep getting yes to jail. And I was talking about Kristi Noem too. Trump is going to pick J.D. Vance. I predicted that about a month ago. Now, when you're saying that, are you just doing a little impression that you're having, or did you hear that Trump is going to pick J.D. Vance? Or you're just the process of deduction because Kristi Noem is, yeah. I think I think he's going to pick J.D. Vance. I had said that. Hi, Annette. Just left Susan and Kevin. Geez, why is everyone at the same time? Well, I reach out to these people and they don't want to do a show with me. So, just saying. They're on at the same time as me? I think I was here first. You want to see the perp walk? Yeah, so okay. So Catherine Lopez, I have seen that Trump will pick J.D. Vance. I feel strong about that. I'm actually pulling a few cards about Kristi Noem. And it does look like Judge Chutkan is gonna, I think these judges are gonna get together and say, we have to save our country and make sure he sits in jail. This is getting crazy. Kristi Noem, people are angry. She's very confused. She didn't think people would be angry about killing the puppy dog story. She's a sociopath. She thinks we all are too. And the censor. Yeah. People don't like her. There were people that were on the fence about her, but then they've just decided they don't like her. Probably doesn't take a psychic. All right. I've kept you too long. Thank you, ES. We will reconvene on Friday. I'll still be here. On Monday, I'll be in a new location. By Monday, I should be moved out of this office. She was appealing to the gun nuts. Kristi Noem was not only appealing to the gun nuts. It's been widely reported how much Trump hates dogs. Man's best friend. Probably dogs don't like Trump, and that's probably why Trump doesn't like dogs. Kitty Holler's like, why? I have lots of time. Well, let me say this. I want us to all really think about what's been normalized that should not be normalized. And we'll look into this a little bit more on Friday. But there's been a movement in America that's gone, disturbingly from us being normal and good people and, to the best of our ability to and we're subjected to this constantly. If you're just being a normal and a good person, you could receive death threats, right? We don't want... Thank you, Catherine Lopez. We don't want to be in a mindset of, oh, if I'm a good person, I'm going to get attacked. A dog bit Trump when he was a boy. Okay, that makes sense. So Kristi Noem was appealing to Trump's hatred for dogs and to the gun owners that are abusive. Yeah, so what's happened is, I'm just going to kind of wind down. Maybe I'll pull a few cards on this. What I say about Joe Biden is he's a good man and he's doing a good job. Can I get a witness it's as simple as that? Joe Biden is a good man and he's doing a good job. And he's a good president. What are you saying, Lisa? A dog would constantly be smelling his butt. Oh my gosh, you guys crack me up. Joe Biden is a good man. He's a good president. He's doing a good job. Right? That's it. It's that simple. I'm getting witnesses here. So, can we just reflect on this? We don't want to go into a time where if you're a good person and you're doing the best that you can, that you should just be attacked for that. Biden is a good man doing a good job to the best of his ability, right? He's doing incredible. He's doing more than a good job, right? And that's why he's being attacked. That's what we don't want to normalize. He's the best president ever. And there's some really great videos. Go to Midas Touch with clips from the United Steelworkers and the United Auto Workers. I love when Sean Fain said, Donald Trump is a scab. I just love that. There's these really good people, these, steel workers and these unions, these auto workers. They're hardworking people. They're good people. They deserve their pensions. They deserve all the benefits of their jobs. They deserve to have a share of the company. They deserve all these good things. They're good people that are proud of their work, the work that they do. They're genuinely proud to be American Union works. I hate to say proud to be American. See, they've just bastardized everything. I mean, the MAGA takes what's valuable and beautiful and distorts it. So, let's not get used to being attacked and watching other people being attacked. Like Adam Schiff. Remember Adam Schiff? Adam Schiff is a good man doing a good job. We can't get it in our heads that there's something wrong with them or that it's normal to attack them if they're good. It's not normal. It's abnormal. I forgot that I had tea. They're miserable. We're going to save tea leaves for next time. We will, I promise. And what I'm going to do with the tea leaves tonight, because I completely forgot, and it's definitely obvious because the tea is like iced tea. I'm going to post on my community page the tea leaves for tonight. In the meantime, please book a reading. And I want to let you know to go to psychicannetdion.com. Psychicannetdion.com. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Where do you get them? There we go. Drink fast. Yeah, I just think I don't want my videos to be too long. I want to get my numbers of views up. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out too. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. I want to also tell you that I have a very powerful intensive class coming up on May 18th. It's a 6-session class on Saturdays. So, thank you, Warren. And this 6-session class on Saturdays is about releasing religious guilt, which we all have to some degree. And when you release religious guilt, you become less self-critical and you have a more fulfilling life. So please check that out. Grassroots of Democracy, our discussion group is tomorrow. Please join Grassroots of Democracy. If you're unable to make it to our meetings, at least you'll get the notes. And let's see, Church of Spirituality has a new channel. It's church on YouTube at Church of Spirituality. Please check it out every single Sunday at 1. It will change your life for the better, I promise. It's changed my life for the better. There's music, there's a sermon, there's inspiring messages and chants, and it's readings, and it's good. Church of Spirituality on YouTube. And when you become a member, you receive an affirmation in your inbox every single day. And there's a bottle drop telling you to add some emphasis to my statement. Please become a member. All right? Thank you so much. Tell your friends. Please share my vids. Thank you for the thumbs up and becoming subscribers. You're awesome. Stay informed and get activated. We're in this together. All right. See you on Friday. Namaste. See ya. Laugh a lot.